Hello Voiders, and welcome to a fresh edition of I Hate Sundays. As you still see, we are still stranded in Toronto and are fighting the good fight to get back to LA, but the borders are closed until the 21st of July, I think. But we got enough stuff to do. So, what's exciting, a few days ago, all the stores, not all the stores, but malls opened up again. And, places where you can like eat at the patio, like patios opened up. So I have a couple of errands to run. I gotta get some weed and some booze, and I gotta send something at the post office. And so we'll be walking through Toronto a bit again today. See, look, you can sit there now. You actually can watch people eat now. This view has gotten much entertaining, as you can see. So without further ado, let's hit the streets. So guys, I'm back on the road, got my Starbucks. And the thing that's good about straws is you can drink while having your mask on. It's a little difficult, but it's doable. So, hells yeah, guys, I got my little weed over here. It's very, it's so funny because the weed store is actually like still the most careful one. Like it's the only store I've been to since lockdown and pandemic shit that seriously hand sanitizes everybody who walks in. So that's pretty cool. We're still gonna check out what stuff is actually open and how people are chilling at the patios. So let's keep moving. Next stop is the post office. Lines in front of Zara, which is weird. I never saw a line in front of Zara. Fuck, man, these lines, they're insane, and they're like practically everywhere. Look at this. Whoa. Moving off to the post office, there it is. The lines are insane everywhere, like it's crazy. But the city's alive again, it seems. Okay guys, this was weird to say the least. The post office I originally wanted to go to was closed. So I ended up in this Chinatown kind of a place. And the post office was in this little cute Chinese shop with little dragons and stuff. So that was sweet. Oh, they checked my temperature while I was heading into the mall. So like, even though the world is kind of trying to be normal, it doesn't feel normal at all. There's just too many precautions. Generally, this vibe, this feeling of uneasiness and unsafety in the air. I hate being an empath. Sometimes I feel these things very badly. But generally, we're kind of doing our best to make things as normal as possible, even if it isn't quite yet. See this line? See this line behind me? This literally has absolutely nothing to do with social distancing anymore. There's way too many people around me. Everybody's getting way too close. I'm getting way too paranoid. But I'm keeping my distance and trying to stay as safe as possible. These lines aren't very regulated. Like, people should be standing there watching out that everybody keeps their 6 feet apart, because that's how the fucking virus is still gonna spread. I am not liking how unregulated these lines are at all. Ugh. Welcome to the LCBO. Those of you who aren't Canadians, the LCBO is where us Canadians get our liquor. Every liquor store basically is called LCBO, unless it's like exclusively a wine store, like a wine rack or something like that. But every licensed liquor store is an LCBO. So let's get some booze. Yeah. Heading back to the apartment full of weed, with all this weed and booze in my hands. Nice way to come back, right? Hell yeah. So basically, there's yays and nays in this whole entire situation. Some things are opening up properly. Everybody wearing masks, everyone social distancing themselves. Then there's like places, I've seen pizza places where the people are making pizzas without masks on them. It's like just fucking stupid. And like the lines, like how close people are in the lines, it's actually kind of scary. So, yay and nay for now. I appreciate you, little guy. I fucking appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
You're a good little guy.
You keep us company.
Yeah, and you make us happy.
You're friendly.
Yeah.
But not obtrusive.
Yeah, and then you don't need anything.
You don't judge.
Yeah, especially that.
Well, we appreciate that about you very much.
And you make us happy. Like, you're here every day. We like are sitting here making our spaghetti snack, and you're just like with us, making everything so cool.
So peaceful, like...
So friendly.
Yes. He doesn't want anything from us. He just chills there. Being a peaceful little guy.
Yeah.
I appreciate you a
I
lot.
appreciate you so much, bro. You're the shit.
Oh, I don't think that we can give him a name.
No, we can't.
No.
No. We can't get attached to him.
You know,
It'll scar us for life when we leave him.
You know what I'll do? I will take something. I don't know what these tools are called. Like, you know, they have like those like. Do you know they have those stores where people buy tools with, you know, like for home improvement and shit?
Yeah, like
whatever this tool may be.
Home Depot.
I would want to cut out this piece of wall just so we can take him with us when we leave.
We can't. Okay, guys, you won't believe it. Tonight I'm doing the fucking unthinkable. Things have opened, and tonight I will be going into a bar for the first time since Vancouver. So that was like sometime in March or like end of June at the moment. So I haven't done this in 3.5 months. And you know me, I'm the bar person. I hang around bars all the time. So this is gonna be weird for me because, like I mentioned this several times, I haven't really had any closer human interaction with anybody but my sister in the last 3.5 months. So this is gonna be fun. Let's see what we stumble across. It's our first night out and about in Toronto. Let's see how this goes. Aww, look how pretty this is in the night. It's loud and noisy as fuck, but this is beautiful. Look at that. Whoa. An important historic building again. An important historic church. So, I am cruising down Yonge Street, hoping to discover some fun somewhere. It looks pretty nice, but I haven't really found anything yet. People are a little bit still paranoid, I get the feeling, and which I completely understand. But I'm out here to have my first drink somewhere. Okay, guys, we're doing this somehow. And we won't stop until we find it. Look, guys, it's Lake Ontario in the dark. It's exciting. We're at a lake. I don't remember the last time I was at a lake. I tried to get into 2 bars so far, and they were all closing. I mean, it's like 10:30. Is this like some kind of a COVID on a Saturday night? I mean, it's like some kind of a new COVID thing that places aren't open longer than 10, or I don't know. I'm confused. So confused. I just wanted to have a drink. It's a miracle, guys. I've actually found a bar where I could drink at this time. And it's actually looking good. Everybody's social distancing. It's pretty cool. Everybody's wearing masks and it's totally restricted, but it actually works. I'm actually really happy to drink a whiskey and a fucking beer at a bar. I miss this so much. So, this was a nice experience. I really felt the bar atmosphere, because I was sitting at the bar talking to the guys and stuff, but Thing is, shit's not really the same. So, it just turned Sunday, and I don't even know what to call it. Is it like quarantine Sunday still? Is it semi-quarantine Sundays? It hasn't really been lifted, you know. We're in some kind of purgatory. It just turned purgatory Sundays. I actually enjoyed tonight. I really needed this. It kind of reminded me of life, how it normally is. Even though, like, it's not even nearly what it's supposed to be. So, we're kind of like somewhere in the middle between precautions and normal life. Whatever normal is right now. Oh, do we ever really even have normal? God, I sound... Ignore the last 15 seconds, please. I'm drunk. I'm happy because I got drunk out there and not in here. So, that's a bonus. So, good morning, everyone. I always find it incredibly enthralling to wake up to this graph here every day. It's like the whole entire world has noticed the problem and noticed that masks are mandatory. Except for one little place. It's not that little, actually. The United States of America. And why this is the case, why people aren't at least listening to the health experts and just wearing a mask, which is the most normal reaction and the most minimal thing you can do during a pandemic. Why they refuse to wear a mask just sort of defeats my intelligence. I don't understand how somebody can be so stupid. So I was thinking that before we do the trailer reaction, we try, hear me out here, we try to enter the minds of these insane people who refuse to wear a mask. Okay, let's start off with this one. It's a Karen festival, guys, watch out. I saw excerpts of this one somewhere on Insta, so I'm looking really forward to the whole entire video.
To be wearing masks when you come in. Are you going to obey that city? And if not, then how in the world are you expecting any of us to obey anything that you say?
People usually do wear masks, actually. Oh, you do.
I am a healthy American.
You do not sound like a healthy American.
I am not a terrorist.
Do you hear the psychotic, like, tone of her voice?
I am not a sex slave that wears masks. I am not into sadomasochism.
So we're bringing BDSM into this situation. This is beautiful. Well, maybe if you were someone who was into BDSM, you'd be a little less annoying. God damn. This is like surpasses all levels of psychotic. I, everything she says. Oh God.
Yearning to be free again. Who are you?
I'm Ivan, and I just want a peaceful, healthy life, and I want to come back home to LA. And as long as there's people like you out there, it's not happening.
By the masses of people who do not question your wholesale slaughter of our constitutional and inalienable rights.
What wholesale slaughter?
Let liberty ring.
Did you take that bell extra for that? Oh my God, she's singing.
Land
Oh my god. Oh god, this is I can imagine this in some kind of a fucking horror trailer. This is just so fucking psychotic. Fuck. Oh, she goes on.
To the mountains, white with fur.
Why do I feel threatened?
God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Oh, my ears. Ow, 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 ow. If you're turning down the volume, guys, I totally understand. Holy shit. God, stop it with that bell. You extra brought
Thank
that
you
bell
for
to
your
do that
comments.
stupid
It's
speech.
Baber. Deborah Baber.
Oh, we have a name, guys. We have a
The next
name.
item is a
I usually don't say that, and I usually like every time somebody either makes a shitty movie or does something incredibly stupid, actually say, "Don't go after these people. They just did something stupid. They're not bad." But in this case, go after them. Force that fucking mask upon them. Dox them for all I know. Tell everybody their information, where they live. Terrorize them. We need a safe, healthy USA again, guys. Okay, let's do another Karen. I don't know how much I can handle this. This already fucking took the cake. Let's see what else they're offering us. Okay, so this next one is almost from back home. It's from North Hollywood. I know exactly which Trader Joe's it is. It's actually right at the corner where my band Hollywood Apocalypse rehearses. So this was like the first day that Trader Joe's opened, and here we have a woman causing a tantrum for being told to leave if she's not going to wear a mask. Let's see how that plays out.
Y'all, Karen is showing out in Trader Joe's.
Oh no.
She does not have on a mask.
I like how
Somebody
we all
said,
refer to
"You
these
leave,"
people as Karens now.
And she is
And I
having
kind of
it
feel
up.
bad for everyone who's actually called Karen.
Trader Joe's. This is
Oh,
day
she ain't
one.
having
This is
it.
opening day of Trader Joe's in North Hollywood.
God, look at her. Like, not even so. Ooh, she's throwing shit. Democratic pigs.
That man harassed me for not wearing a breathing problem.
You have a breathing problem. So imagine
Harassing me to wear
it.
masks.
Wait,
You guys are violating federal law. You get that? Get that on camera, man.
you're fucking violating everybody's fucking safety, you fucking cunt. And I just like you're telling us you have a fucking breathing problem, bitch. Just like fucking imagine how your breathing problem will be when you're fucking hooked up to a bunch of ventilators and the only thing keeping you alive is a fucking machine. Tell us about your breathing problem then, dearest Karen. Tell us how your breathing, how not wearing a mask is affecting your well-being and your safety. God, I don't even know if I can do one more, but I went in there saying we're going to do 3 of these motherfuckers, so let's do another one. Okay, this is the last one we're doing because I can't handle too many. This one's at a Costco. I think this one spread a couple of times. Now, this is actually taped by the person who is not wearing the mask. I think Howard Stern also played this one. So let's check this one out too.
I'll just put you on my 3,000 follower Instagram feed, mostly local.
3,000 followers, man.
And I'm asking this member
3
to put
times
on
more
a
than
mask
me.
because that is our company policy.
See,
So either
see,
wear
he's
the
being
mask.
nice.
And I'm not doing it because I woke up in a free country.
Ah,
Have a great day.
So you're gonna take this cart from me.
Sir, have
Yeah,
a great
Full
yeah,
of
day.
yeah.
stuff.
We're no longer
Yeah, take it away.
in our
Like
warehouse.
he's not.
You need to leave. Thank you very
Here,
much.
you put it on. I'll give you my card. He's gonna take the card away because he's a.
Oh, now we're getting
There he is,
insulting
walking
already.
away with all my stuff.
It's
There you
kind
go.
of like this one's a bit more chill, but still quite the motherfucker indeed. What perplexes me is kind of like the definitions people have for freedom. You know, these idiots, like, they think that their freedom is being taken away because because it's like just common safety for people to wear masks, not to get infected by this fucking Roner that's running around. where in their mindset do these people actually think? Could you like maybe like consider that we also have the right to stay healthy in this free country? You know, like if this is a free country, we need the right to be healthy, and you with your, I'll call it terroristic, non-mask wearing practices are really taking away our rights to remain healthy. And it's just disturbing. Like, I'm just really fucking scared that if shit goes on like this, like, I'm fucking never coming home again. I'm an atheist. I'm fucking praying for you motherfuckers. Get your shit together. Please. Okay, now to a lighter note, let's look at this week's trailer reaction. Today we're going to be looking at Benny Loves You, which I have heard a lot about during the Fright Fest. I actually wanted to go see it back then myself, but we tend to get very busy in LA, and I didn't make it, or I just missed the date or something because I was too drunk or something. But this actually seems like a really cool new take on the doll horror genre, which, like, kind of like, since Annabelle and Chucky has been not really quite represented recently, nothing really charged things up. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's called Benny Loves You, and I've heard only crazy good things about it. So let's see what this is going to give us. I think it's going to come out later this year. Oh yes. Yes, the peaceful child melody. Come on, come on. Give us a bit more that's not a cliche. Ooh, jump scare, jump scare.
This is Benny. As long as you have him by your side, nothing can ever happen.
I don't feel safe when she says that.
I'm in the area with a buyer on Monday. It's getting quite lonely. It's more of a family thing. I have to get this finished. Lots of people say
I'm getting like these Shaun of the Dead vibes, even. I think it's just the Britishness. I'm still not convinced. Okay, it's running around. This is so silly.
Why didn't you put him in the fire or stab him, shoot him? Because he's my best friend.
I'm kind of lost for words. Because
poor Jack. It's just a teddy.
okay, I'm gonna say it like it is. These effects look kind of incredibly low budget and cheap. We can't deny that. But I think generally if this movie is going to be good or if it's going to be bad, it's just kind of a question of presentation. I'm just hoping they really like drive in the comedy properly. Make it like a total horror comedy, like really reduce the fucking jump scares. No one needs those to begin with anyways. Just make it funny, make it bloody, make it fucked up, and make this Benny as cute and sweet as possible. And then I think we got ourselves a good doll movie. But that's just my opinion. I wonder on how this is going to be. I'll be keeping an eye out on that one. It's still morning. I don't really know what film we are going to be watching tonight. I'm between three actually. But let's see how the day unravels. He's been doing this every night.
What? Why? It doesn't make sense. Because, like, when he leaves, then nothing has changed. Like, he's there. doing something, and then everything still stays the same. And he's at it again. Fucking hell.
He can't stop. He don't stop, y'all. He don't stop.
You don't stop.
He don't stop. Look at him. He don't stop.
You don't stop.
He don't stop.
He don't stop.
He don't stop.
Oh, so, what's their deal?
They
She's
have to
carrying a
move. They
plant.
have to move. They got kicked out of their Airbnb. They have to move.
But
Look
what?
at them. Look at them. Look at them moving.
Now?
Yeah, they got
During
kicked
a
out.
pandemic?
Wait,
But why do you think they're in an Airbnb? Only we are such idiots who are staying in the Airbnb. Oh, she stopped. She doesn't want to do this anymore. She can't go on. Oh, no.
She can't go on anymore.
No, she's moving. She's moving. She's getting her shit together, and they're on their way.
You see those little suitcases they're carrying?
And while that's going on, this is also still going on. See, the weird thing is, like, if this was like his job, like, if it probably is his job, but the weird thing about it is that he does this all night long, and then the next day you walk by there, and it all looks the same still.
Yeah, so what the fuck is he doing?
But even though,
Hammering away.
but there's this debris. There's always this debris he leaves behind, and they're living their best lives.
Yes, they sure are.
Okay, today we summon the darkness. I've heard of this movie, like hearsay. It's always been around like this year, but I kind of never got to it. And I just found out that this is about some kind of satanic rituals, and there's a movie about satanic rituals called We Summon the Darkness. Sounds like it's right up my alley. So I'm hoping for this to be as silly and satanic as possible. Oh no, was that a sign? Well, let's check it out and end the Sunday with this.
Hail Satan! We bring you this sacrifice. We summon the darkness.
Yes.
This is satanic black metal.
So, I just saw We Summon the Darkness, and partially it was fun, but mostly it was exhausting, to say the least. So this is written by Alan Trezza and directed by Mark Myers, starring Alessandria Daddario, Keen Johnson, and Maddie Hasten. Johnny Knoxville also appears in a couple of posters, but like it's more like a cameo, if anything else. Like, if you're thinking Johnny Knoxville is going to be a big part of this movie, then the posters have been misleading. Well, let's get right into the plot. I think that's the best way I can explain to you what I liked and didn't like about this. So, like, we have three college girls doing a road trip to this metal festival where they meet these three guys, and they go out to one of the chicks' house later on.
Girls, be careful now. There's a lot of evil out there.
And it turns out that the girls have spiked the boys' drinks, and that they're actually killing people in this house on a regular basis, and they're disguising it as a satanic ritual so they don't get blamed. And if you think that this general plot of the whole entire thing is convoluted and contrived, then you have no idea how convoluted and contrived this movie still gets. what I liked is it has some fun gore moments. It has a bunch of surprises, but nothing really that you wouldn't expect. So like that's kind of where the problem of the whole entire movie is. It thinks it is just so much cleverer than it actually is, and it thinks its audience is much stupider than it actually is, and that's where it kind of starts failing. In a way, I also think it doesn't really know exactly what it wants to be, because sometimes it tries to be this real thriller, like this big girls versus boys type of fight, but you don't, the characters aren't properly developed at the beginning, which leads you to not really caring about anybody. And it's like the three girls and the three boys are basically the same person, and you can't really differentiate between any of them, and that's what kind of makes the whole entire movie a bit stale and dry. It's like, you could do this just so creatively, but instead what they end up doing is just involving more and more people so they can keep the action going. The characters that they created here just aren't worthy enough to carry the entire plot on their own, so they keep like getting more and more characters into the movie. It's sort of like a shame, because with a little bit more care to the dialogue and to actual character development, especially in this movie, this could have actually been really cool. But instead, we get this weird-ass thriller that's somehow trying to be funny and somehow suspenseful at the same time, but doesn't really do anything. And what you're just like kind of left with is a bunch of people screaming and killing each other, and the kills are sometimes like really creative and really fun, but not enough to like make me really care about this movie. The acting is okay, it's passable indie film acting. It's just that I have the feeling that these actors weren't given enough to work with, and it kind of gives them, it kind of takes away the opportunity to deliver a good performance, because you're just not given enough to work with here. This is like so forgettable. It's really like your run-of-the-mill average film here, and I don't know, it's stream it if you're bored, but I wouldn't waste money on it, that's for sure. It's it's really just a bunch of meh. And I'm gonna give We Summon the Darkness a 5 out of 10.
Good riddance.
Sorry. So, let's look at our list. Well, this doesn't really do anything to the top of the chart anyway at all. It's all the same. We still have our same top 3. When we look at the bottom of the chart, it's pretty much on top with, it's one of the better, worse movies of the year, if you like. Time will just tell if this one and Dreamcatcher will make it to the top half or the bottom half of the year. I'm really interested in what direction these things are going to go. Okay, guys, we made it through another Sunday. I like this episode because it was the first one in a long time that took mostly place outside, and I think we're going to keep this tradition going next week, because Toronto is opening up more and more. We're in phase 2. Phase 3 will be coming soon. Not yet next week, but we might actually just like not just go to a bar, but actually eat something outside or something like that. So look forward to that, or check out some other places here. Since the city's slowly opening, we can get to know it. So I'm looking forward to taking you guys on this journey with me. And stay alive, wear your mask. I want my voiders to be healthy. And if you leave a like on this video, I swear tomorrow you will wake up and there will be like this truck with like cash loads, with like loads and loads of cash in it, just waiting for you. Fuck it. See you soon, guys.
Go to drugs, go to school, cause it's cool to be a lawyer or a doctor. Don't give a fuck about your life, fuck it up, yeah. Wasted potential every day, that's how I roll. You don't even look at me, cause I'm a motherfucking troll. You don't care, you don't see me. I don't give a fuck living life, that's how we be.